today on Business Central we are going to be creating an item, and there are two main ways we're going to be going through today. First off is going through the menu, and the other one is going through Excel. So first off we're going to go through the menu side. So as you can see here, we first need to go into sales, then items, then we choose a template, populate the record, and then we can literally save the record down. And that is the first way we're going to go through first off. So we just open Business Central here, onto the front dashboard, we go into sales and then items. This will list all of your available items on your company record. And first off, before we go into the new button, just kind of go through a couple of these buttons of interest here. We can search for our items, we can delete depending on your access, we can run reports, we can run the price list, and we can search and filter by different attributes. So what we're going to do now is press the new button, and first off it will ask us for a template. So as you can see here, we have 4 different templates: item, item with no VAT, service, or service with no VAT. So they all use the standard item card, but what they do is they populate some information on the record depending on how the template is set up. So for instance, service, if it's just a service item, so you're selling a service, for instance installation, you may have different fields filled out which are different to an item, which is a piece of goods you are actually selling. So if we actually click on item for this one, you can see here first off is put the type as inventory. We can see here is put retail and resale as the different posting types. So it's given us the next number in the sequence, and it's now waiting for a description before we can save this record away. We just give it a name here, and simply if you press back, that has instantly created the item. What we can do with this item now, we can adjust the inventory, we can view it, edit it, or delete it, again based on your rights. So for instance, if we pressed adjust inventory, what we can do is we can actually journal in the new amount depending on the different location type. So you can see here we have unspecified, which is the default, or you can actually have it set to a certain warehouse. You can see here we've got East, Main and West warehouse, and at the moment we have 0 for all of them, which is what we expect as we just create the item. And that is how you create the item through the menu. So just to recap, we've gone into sales, items, press new, chose the template, and populated the information we needed to. So as I said earlier, what we can also do is actually create an item or edit an item via Excel. So to do that, we go into sales, items, this time we press the page option and we press edit in Excel. We amend the lines and then publish the information back to Business Central. So we're going to go through that now. So we can click this page button here, and as you can see here we have 2 different options. The first one is open in Excel, which will literally dump all of the information you can see on the screen here straight into Excel, ready for you to either manipulate the data for reporting or just kind of saving your data into Excel. But what we're going to do is press edit in Excel, and what this will do is instantly put the information in Excel. Obviously depending on how many items you've got will determine the speed, but we're just going to press open here, and we need to press enable editing, which will then enable the plugin. We can see here it's working away here, and this is the link directly back into Business Central, and what we're hopefully going to see in a minute. And as you can see here, all of the items we can see on Business Central here has been put straight onto Excel. So as I said, we can actually edit this information here if we wanted to by simply clicking into the field and editing in the usual Excel, and then we can press the publish button here, which will push the data back into Business Central and make any changes which have been made. But what we're going to do is actually create a brand new one. So I'm just in the bottom here in a brand new cell. I'm just going to make up the next ID number, put in the description, and I'm just going to put a search description in here as well. And that's actually all we need to do. in order for the spreadsheet to be uploaded and the item to be created. So as I said, we're going to press the Publish button here. Now, if there were any errors at this point, we can actually press the message center here, and if there were any errors, it would tell you here. It could be something like the ID already exists, or something has been filled in which it shouldn't have. So for instance, if you were trying to upload a balance, it may not like it. So we're going to jump back to Business Central now, and we're going to hit the refresh button, and we should see a new item. As you can see here, test item spreadsheet, which is what we just created in Excel. And again, we can press the chevron on the top right. We can adjust the inventory, view it, edit it, or we can delete it. So just to recap what we've gone through today, we've created an item in Business Central. We've done it in the two main ways. We can press the new button on here, or we can press page and we can edit in Excel and then re-upload back into Business Central. Thank you.